Shalom, shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS that rule and teach world and scriptures. Salutations to the Akim that are doing this work in truth and faith and in all sincerity. Today's lesson is going to be basically about judgment and prophecy. Okay? So, Salakia, if I haven't, been able to, come back to back with what's needed to push the word. I do have some kind of ailments, and it's basically the Most High's will, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's will. The first thing on the list is this is Representative Henry Cuellar. Okay, so like if I butcher his name, the Most High's fulfilling prophecy. And prophecy must be fulfilled, regardless of whether the people understand it or like it or not. The Lord is perfect in all his ways. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is perfect in all his ways. Okay. And we have very little understanding of what the process is. Okay, and how the Lord wants to do what he wants to do. All right. Basically, we are suffering because we've been disobedient against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Our righteousness are as of filthy rags. So with that being said, the Lord knows what's in our hearts, okay, and the Hebrew word for heart is la'ab, which means mind. This story is about Representative Henry Cuellar carjacked outside DC apartment, and so Representative Henry was carjacked on Monday night outside an apartment building that houses dozens of fellow House members, according to his office. Details. DC Metropolitan Police Department spokesman Hugh Kerr confirmed a report of an armed carjacking in DC's Navy Yard neighborhood near Capitol Hill. Cuellar's chief of staff, Jacob Hockenberg, said in a statement that Cuellar was unharmed in the incident. As Congressman Cuellar was parking his car this evening, 3 armed assailants approached the congressman and stole his vehicle, Hodge said. Luckily, he was not harmed and is working with law enforcement. Thank you to Metro Police Department and Capitol Police for their swift action for recovering Congressman's vehicle. Okay, so basically this is just a part of prophecy. All right, this is what men of the Lord have to do. We have to warn the people, whether they agree with it, like it, or don't like it. This is prophecy from Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're going to follow it up with a scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 16. And it reads, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Okay. Which brings us to the point in 16. They shall not regard their kings. Okay, this man is regarded as a king or a prince to the American people. And the people are suffering. The people of not just America, but the world are suffering. Financially, physically, mentally. I mean, it goes into the scripture basically stating that I'll get it. We go to Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. And it reads, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." And so the people are mourning, okay? Spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially. America has set up a corporation of debt. And so why would one want to carjack? I mean, there's several reasons why one would do that. One of which is poverty, envy, greed, money, just to get paid, to sell a score. I mean, these are all bad. But this man right here doesn't understand that he's part of prophecy. Just like so many other senators. So many people in the world are going to fall victim to what's going on. And so with that being said, America is basically coming to the point of no return. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is no longer going to put up with the wickedness of the planet. He's going to set up one that's profitable. These people are mourning. Okay? They might not be mourning in your face, but spiritually they are. So when the righteous bear authority, the people will rejoice. We're waiting patiently. All right? The men of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, are waiting patiently for the time to be redeemed and in time to put a foot up this devil's ass. We're tired of being surrounded by wickedness. Okay? The oppression. Okay? We all know and understand oppression. And we understand that Israel's suffering because of the sin that was committed way back since the beginning of time. Before Israel was called Israel, they were called the sons of God. And so we have a breach in contract, so to speak. And that breach in contract are between the children of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and Yahweh Wa Yahushai. It's a breach of contract. There's a penalty for a breach of contract. We're suffering a penalty for a breach of contract. But the Lord, Yahweh, Yahushai, is going to destroy the old covenant and bring in a new covenant where we would never be able to sin again, ever. And since death is the result of sin, since we will never sin, we will never die. And so, I'm going to make this short and sweet, giving all praises to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Kadash. Again, the honor to the apostles and elders and GMS and rulers, each one of the scriptural salutations to the Akim that are fighting so hard for the kingdom of heaven. And with that, I say shalom.